This next question is from Kirsten Skelly, who says, who's your biggest inspiration? P.S. Keep being awesome. You keep being awesome. Thank you, first of all. I have a lot of inspiration from a lot of different places. I would have to go with Bruno Mars. I think has made a really good performance album. I love his last album. I love Lana Del Rey. I love The Young Professionals. I love American Authors. And Daft Punk also is one of my more electronic influences. I love a lot of electronic music, but they stand out a lot to me. So the next question comes from Trinity Rose Sisson. Sorry if I'm really bad with names and I'm bad at reading these particular names, but I hope that I have it right. And she says, will you come back to Texas anytime soon? Trinity, I don't know if you know who Bowling for Soup is, but they have a song called Come Back to Texas, and you just reminded me of it pretty hard. Yeah, I'm coming back. I have family there, including my mom, my stepdad. My dad's up in Oklahoma. So as soon as I can, I'm coming back to Texas, probably around Christmas time to see the family. And I have almost booked a show in Texas every time I've gone back to see my family. And the only reason that I haven't is because I feel like my mom would think I was working instead of visiting the family. If I can convince her that I'm not doing that, even though I really am, I'll book a show and get a chance to meet some of you guys in Texas, because over the last year or so, I've really seen a big jump in people talking to me from Texas. So yeah, I'll be there soon. The next question comes from Wahida Rahman. She says, if you could work with any artist to collaborate on a song, who would you do it with? Man, you know, if I could choose any artist, I would probably go back and maybe do something with John Lennon. But seeing as that's kind of impossible now, I'd have to say John Mayer or Ed Sheeran, because I think they're both really fantastic songwriters, and I would love to know more about their process and learn from it. I think that would be really fun. So the next question is from Melissa Mezzi. She says, do you know a German word? The only German word that I know is danke, and it means thank you, and I'm pretty sure that I sound ridiculous when I say it, so don't make fun of me. I know it's not that good. The next question is from Lisa Ann Vandebant, who says, who or what would you take to a desert island? Name 3. I love questions like this. I would take a guitar. I would take some pizza for food, and maybe Mila Kunis, because I'm just obsessed with her and I think she's beautiful, and I can't imagine things getting boring very easily. Yeah, I love those questions, Lisa. That was a good question. And the next question comes from Melissa Metzi again. She says, your first guitar was ... My first guitar was a really big surprise, actually. As I mentioned earlier, I was learning all my chords and stuff from my stepdad, and I was really obsessed with it. I only played guitar when I was over at their house, and I lived with my dad at the time, and so I wasn't there all the time. I played drums still constantly because that was my first instrument. But my first guitar was a Johnson, and it had probably a dead spot on all 12 frets on one of the strings at least. And it sounded really bad, but it was my favorite thing I've ever gotten. And I actually got it for Christmas, and it was a surprise because we had Christmas Day where I opened up all my presents, and I got like some socks and like a necklace and like a bar of soap or something. Like, they were really messing with me. And I was really happy. I was like, yay, I got free things, but I really wanted a guitar. And I didn't say that, but I woke up the next day and it was just sitting next to my bed with a big bow on it. And I have never shot out of bed faster in my life. That was a really, really exciting moment. So the next question comes from Jessie Dahl, who says, when you're about to do a cover of a song, whether it's a similar arrangement to the original or not, What are some philosophies or concepts about being a musician that you remind yourself of on a constant basis? They may be deep or technical. After playing music for a while, I kind of got to the point where you can't let yourself think about it too much, especially if you're going to cover a song. I mean, it's important to make sure that you're just having a good time while you work on it, because that's the best environment for something good to come out of. I just try to keep a really happy environment. If I'm going to change the arrangement a lot, I just play with a couple of different really standard ideas, and then they kind of grow on their own, just based off of your own experiences and who you like to listen to and the different things you've experienced. I think the most important thing to really remind yourself of is just, do you enjoy it? If you can groove to it and you really enjoy it and you're doing it for yourself rather than for somebody else, I think it's going to come out really nice. So this next question comes from, I wish that I could say this, it's a really long Instagram name, Ikmusumfloid Tin Newton Terek. I don't know how to say that, I'm sorry. Looks German though. What is your favorite singer, band, or song? And what would you be doing if you were not a musician? My favorite singer right now is probably, it's in between John Mayer and Ed Sheeran. It almost always is. My favorite song is by a band named American Authors, and it's called Believer. And I just found it because of Spotify, and I'm kind of obsessed with them right now. You should go check it out because I'm pretty sure they're going to be blowing up really soon.